Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build video on The Sims 4. So today we are building a beautiful winter Christmas cabin because it's Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas today. There's still a couple of days until Christmas, but you know, it's the holiday season, December, yay! So I decided to build a cabin, a winter Christmas cabin, and I am very proud of this build because I have been learning so much thanks to my previous builds. I just noticed that all of my previous builds, I've been building them like on bigger lots, and because of that, I keep making like big builds. And then, like, I have no clue what to do with all the empty room that I have left, like all the open space and stuff. So this time, I'm like, I need to do this on a smaller lot so that way I can make a smaller build. And yeah, I'm learning little by little. So I actually built this cabin with an image. Well, I didn't build it with an image. I based it off an image that I found online. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now so you guys can see it. But yeah, I saw this beautiful cabin on like Google Images and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to try to do this. Obviously, it's not the same. You can see that the color scheme is different. But I wanted to, you know, just try different things and I like the way that it turned out. It's really cute. I feel like I've really started to do things outside of my comfort zone, especially with this build. But you know, I think it's all due to like, you know, just building a bunch of things. Like the more I build, the more I learn about like what things to do and what things not to do, like how to decorate things or what to avoid during my builds. And it also has to do with like what colors I choose, because I also end up using the same color scheme over and over again. But you know, the more I build, the more I feel comfortable using different things or different elements for my builds. So I enjoyed this build so much, not just because, you know, it turned out really good, but it also because I feel like it's allowing me to learn and try different things, you know? So yeah, I really like this build. It was a lot of fun. I learned, for example, how to make that balcony, how to improve my roofs, how to decorate the exterior of the house, and there's still things that I can learn, still things that I can improve on, but little by little, I'm still semi-new on this whole building on The Sims 4, but I really like this cabin. If you guys want to use it, it will be in the community, and if it's not, then let me know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you don't follow me on Twitter. Let me know on Twitter if it's not up yet, because I may forget, because I'm just bulk recording for the holidays. So I'm recording this like 2 weeks in advance. So if this cabin is not in the community, let me know on Twitter or in the comment section down below, and I'll go ahead and put it up in the community. So yeah. Anyways, so okay. The color scheme on the inside of this cabin. At first, I wanted it to be like a very cozy cabin, like very stereotypical. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. Very stereotypical. I can't say it anymore. Yeah, very typical of a cabin. But I kept thinking that it was a little bit too dark, and I wanted to like use darker colors for the furniture. So I decided to just change it to a white wood, and then just add like the beams, the wooden beams. By the way, I love how they look, the wooden beams, but on the second floor, I don't like that you can see them even though the walls are down, so that's kind of annoying. I mean, other than that, it's fine. I mean, they look good. It's just kind of annoying that they're in the way, you know, that you can see them when the walls are down. Okay, what was I saying about the... Oh yeah, so I picked a lighter wood color for the inside so I can do darker furniture. And this is definitely outside of my comfort zone. If you guys have seen my previous builds, you'll know that I really like my lighter furniture. But with this one, I went for like full on wooden, leathery furniture, like dark brown and stuff. And I usually don't go for that, but I really like the way that it turned out. I feel like the decorations that I added into the place just made it look really good, and it still feels like a cabin. Even though like the walls are white, it still feels like a cabin to me, especially because I added a lot of wood features inside of the house, not just the beams, but also like the windows that I chose and also the furniture pieces that I chose. I feel like it still looks really good. It still gives you the vibe or the feel of a cabin. And I obviously added my my whatchamacallit, my brick walls. You know, I have to have them in all of my builds. I love them. And it also kind of makes the place look even better. You know, it kind of acts like an accent wall. So I really like it. I love adding like brick walls inside of my houses. I think they look fantastic. I also made a fireplace, so I also added the chimney. It took a while to like find the right chimney for this house because I just wanted it to look perfect. But I think the one that I picked in the end looks pretty good. The kitchen on this particular cabin, I'm not like I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice and it's pretty, but it's not my style of kitchen. Because again, if you know me and if you've seen my previous builds, you know that I like my lighter tones. I mean, it's still a pretty kitchen, but it's not the best kitchen I've built. Or maybe, you know, if that's your style of kitchen, maybe you will like it. I don't know. But okay, so we are moving on to the second floor, and on this one, I didn't really know what to do with the room because that room opens up to the balcony, and I didn't want to have like a bunch of furniture in the way for you to like, yeah, like a bunch of furniture making it hard for you to get to the balcony, you know? So I didn't know what to do with this room. We already had a TV downstairs. I just didn't know. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll just add like a wall of books, kind of like a library. And then I'm thinking, why would I want a library inside of a cabin, like a winter cabin? That makes no sense. So I'm like, okay, instead of having a big library, like just a big wall full of books, let's just add one bookshelf, and then we're gonna go ahead and decorate it and put like plants and stuff all around it. So yeah, I went for that instead of like the big wall of books. That just made no sense after I thought about it. But I also decided to add a whatchamacallit, an office space in there because of the bookshelf. It just made sense. And also, I mean, for one, if I go to a cabin, I'd still like to bring like my laptop with me. I would want some technology with me. So I'm assuming that the people that live here or the people that vacation here would also like, you know, some technology inside of their cabin. I mean, why not? Because I feel like this place, now that I said that vacation here, like people who would like to vacation here, I feel like this place is a place that you would rent for your Christmas vacation, because you know it's up in the mountains and it's going to be snowing and it would look fantastic, and you know it just gives you like this Christmassy feel and vibe. So yeah, this could be either your home or a place where you can just vacation for Christmas, you know, for the holidays. So for the bedroom, it ended up being a little bit smaller than I intended, so I couldn't fit the dresser inside of the bedroom, so I decided to place it inside of the bathroom, which is not too uncommon. Like I've had dressers inside of bathrooms before. So yeah, it's not normal per se, but it's not too uncommon. So yeah, that's why the dresser is not inside of the bedroom. I couldn't fit it. I'm sorry. So now we are decorating the outside, and I am very excited about the outside. So I have been learning a bunch about like how to decorate not only like the garden, but also the walls outside of your houses or your builds. Because I haven't really placed like a bunch of decorations on the walls. I have been good about like adding like the little rocks and the little bushes and the trees and the flowers, but I haven't really added like light features or things that go on the wall like vines or, you know, like I don't know, more grassy things. I don't know how to call them. I think we're just gonna call them vines, okay? So I haven't really added vines, and I've been watching a couple of tutorials, and I'm like, okay, I need to start practicing this, and this is the perfect time to do so because it's a cabin, it's out in the woods, in the mountains, you know, moss and grass and vines are going to be growing on it. So this is when I decided to practice, and I think it turned out pretty good. Now, I couldn't find, this is my bad, I couldn't find the ones that you usually put like around the windows because I forgot to look for them there. So I only found the ones that were available as wall decorations instead of the ones that are like hanging from your window. So that's my bad. I didn't add any of those because I forgot. I forgot that there's like a little button that you can click underneath the window. Like if you go to the first tab where you have the house and you have all of the options to click like things outside of the house, there's a little thing that goes underneath the window. I don't know how to call it because, you know, English is not my first language and I don't want to Google it because I'm too lazy. But yeah, anyways, that little thing, I forgot to click on it. And that's where you can find more features, or no, not features, but more items to put around your windows and your walls. So I'm sorry, but yeah, I forgot on this one. I mean, it's still, you know, I'm improving. So I guess it's not a complete failure, you know. And if you decide to download it and use it for, you know, like your series or, you know, just to play around with it, you can always change it. I mean, you can always add them. So, you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I do like the way that it turned out though. I really do like this cabin. It was outside of my comfort zone, and I think in the end, it turned out pretty good. I really like it. So I hope that you guys like it too. Now I did add a Christmas tree over there, and I believe I also added some presents. I was gonna add like the bigger presents, but even though we have the scaling down option, they were still too big and they looked kind of funky and kind of weird. So I decided to add some of these presents instead, which are super cute, by the way. And I've actually never used the holiday things that actually are free for you to use. I think they're free, right? I think they're free. I've never used them on my builds before, and I'm like, yeah, totally. I have to use them on this one because it is the Christmas winter cabin build. So yeah, I like it. I think this build turned out super cute. I hope that you guys like it. Again, if you guys would like to download this, it will be in the community. Just go ahead and search for it under Christmas winter cabin, I think it's what it's called, or you could also search for it under my EA account, which is Marielitai. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, please do not forget to leave a like and also consider subscribing to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Have an amazing day, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.